Well, hey there. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. This is the March Tarot readings, and Virgo, this is your reading. So welcome to your reading, Virgo. Now the card you see before you is just one of 10 that we are going to be using for the reading. We will be using some Morgan Greer cards, then some Soul Journey cards underneath those to match the vibrations, and then one final message card at the end. But let's start with what you see before you, and that is a numerology card. So it's based on the number vibration as well as the word and obviously the colour. You pulled number 55. Now I did these cards before the reading started because that's how I was working on them. But you pulled the number 55 and the word on it is adventure. So some of you are going to get your adventure energy up and running. And for some of you it's something to think about, to involve yourselves and engage yourselves in more adventure in your life. Now 55, a double number, it's quite powerful, so you've got the vibration of the 5, and 5 and 5 also add up to 10, which is a number 1, and 1s are also about new beginnings. The beautiful colours on the card are blue in the background, which is quite often communication, and the Merkaba in the middle is a dark green, which brings us back to the heart chakra energy and love energies. So this is a really neat, effervescent card with lots of action and activity to kick off your reading. So let's put it over here to the side, and we shall then start with your Morgan Greer cards. So there will be 4 cards, one roughly for each week of the month. They are mutable, so the timing is not locked or fixed in. We notice the whole of life nowadays, time awareness is shifting, and there is more mutable movement, I feel, within all readings. So nothing is quite as set and concrete. It is definitely fluid and constantly moving. We have just come out of the February eclipses, and they were also very, very powerful. In fact, while I'm making these videos, we haven't yet got to February the 25th, but this reading is for March. So Virgo, let's see what's in store for you guys for March. Your first card is the 8 of Wands. Your second card is the Devil, and the Devil has been out so much in this reading, and often in the same position, week number 2. Your third card is the Ace of Rods, and your fourth card is the 8 of Cups. And that is my new little member of the family, Enzo. He seemed to want to pop in and say hello at this point. Hey darling. He's a lovely happy wee chappy. But we will move him to the side and carry on with the reading. Come on darling. Good boy. Okay, and the 8 of Cups. So you've got 2 number 8s in your reading, and you had the double number 55 at the beginning of your reading as well. So double ups are going to be something to think about. There's something about double ups for you in this month, and the utilization of double numbers could be quite powerful. So whatever double numbers we're referring to could be useful for you. So let's see what Soul Journey cards are coming. Okay. We have our little visitor back again. He's seemingly just wanting to get some attention and just sit here. Hey, sweetheart. Well, we've done the shuffling. I'll just go and attend to Enzo and just see what I can do to get him settled again, and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so I've given him some food and put him in his little bedroom to go to sleep for a while because he's just a young kitten, so he's still needing a bit of mothering. Okay, so I've just picked up the cards here and we are moving into the next one. Failure under the Devil. Empathy, the Ace of Rods, and the Eight of Cups gives us the relationship card. So let's have a look here and see what we're picking up. What I've been saying to everyone is the mandala card energy is very potent and powerful. Each mandala has a certain vibrational frequency that it gives off, and when you focus on it, your DNA, your subconscious, the inner workings of you are picking up the energy frequencies of these colours and patterns that are invoked within the mandalas. And they then work at a subconscious level to help clear and create new pathways of movement forward. So they clear blockages and they help to re-establish flow and creativity for you. So the most important thing I feel is that you focus on a mandala that you're attracted to, because that is the one that will be calling to you most throughout the month, that probably needs the most attention. Some of you might go, oh, I love them all, or two of them, whatever. Whatever takes your fancy, to just stay connected to that, and it will be working subconsciously for you during the month. It would even be beneficial to come back and look at them again and reconnect with the energies as the month goes on. I'm seeing plenty of the pinky purple colour coming through here on the cards and even in the mandalas. So I'm thinking that energy of the heart or emotions and that pink chakra energy is in the realm for the month for you for March. Let's go to the reading and start with the first card, which is the Eight of Wands. I really love this card. It's because it's action. It's all about quick, fast-paced action. And it can be a couple of different perspectives, but there are two that are very fundamentally often considered for its turning up in a reading. Number one is that there is the possibility of fast relationship activity, and this can be new people coming into your life. There could even be 8 of them for some reason, or something that is about the 8th of the month perhaps, or it involves the number 8 one way or another. So this can be quick and swift and feisty and really sets you alight, and you think, oh, I enjoyed that, or who's this person, or who are these people? Now these can also be even romantically linked, so there could be new people for some of you coming in at the romantic level, and it could be quite stimulating and heart palpitating, really set your senses alight. The other thing with the Eight of Wands is it can be air travel, so some of you might be planning a trip in the planning stages, or some of you might even be going on a trip in this month of March. And it usually is a fast mode of travel, so we often associate that with air travel. This could be for business, or it could be for pleasure, or for romance. Let's look at the mandala card underneath, and it says imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Now that also works really well because wands or rods are the creation side of us, the passion, the fire, the force of creativity. So there could be this whole message in there for some of you as well about connecting with your innate creativity by powering up your imagination. And when you do that and you bring the two together and get that spark of fire activated, you may find a sudden surge of creativity, which could be around your career perspectives or your passions in life, whatever they might be at this particular point. For each age group we come into, we have often different passion stages. For some of us, our passion in life is finding a partner or romance. For some, at a different age in life, it might be about career. For others, it might be about hobbies. For others, different ages, it might be about the nurturing and giving back to society or nurturing a family. So it's different for everyone, but boy, when you use your imagination and your creativity together, it can be like setting a massive fire under your belly and cranking it up. And the interesting thing is you've got the Ace of Rods as well, which is duplicating that message and telling you, kapow, expect something big. So anyhow, let's move into the Devil next door for roughly that second week, or first half of March flowing into the second bit. And we see him there. He has popped up so many times. So for we've just had the eclipses in February. So I feel that this might be talking to us about the fact that we could be addressing our inner demons in life. The things that we need to face that we've forgotten about or put on the back burner. The little obsessions that we've let take over. We might have drunk too much over the Christmas breaks, or eaten too much, or not exercised enough. We may have spontaneously met people that weren't good for us, situations that we perhaps shouldn't have become involved in. We may have let our gambling obsessions take over, or our spending obsessions. We may have done too much shopping. Some of us might have even started a new health regime and gone all out and become obsessed with it. The Devil is all about unbalance in any area of your life. So when we're having these general readings, you have to focus the words and the cards into your life and know which area this is coming from. So the Devil card is so vast in any form of experience. But what it basically talks about is unhealthiness or obsessive tendencies or destructive relationships that aren't balanced. So for some of you, there is a feeling that the relationships could be involved. If there are people in your life who are not treating you right or with respect or dignity, then that needs to be moved out. And vice versa, if you're doing that to other people, you need to let that go. It only leads to failure. And the words on the failure card are, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And that's the power of empowering your understanding of knowing when the Devil card turns up, that the unbalance in your life needs to be let go and you will learn from it. If you acknowledge that something is out of balance or out of kilter, whatever area in your life it is, you immediately are disenabling it. By agreeing to understand that you have either eaten too much or shopped too much or not exercised enough or spent too much, or that the people in your life are breaking you down or not supporting you, or vice versa, you are breaking people down around you and not supporting them. By acknowledging it, the failure itself begins to break up. And it's really quite that simple to move the Devil energy in to the realm of the positive. So the opposite of failure is success. So that failure mandala could be a very, very good one to focus on for the month, because it will break down any failures in our life and bring success about. So with the Ace of Rods, the third week, beautiful card. And again, we're talking quite intrinsically here about creative forces, and they're coming to you from somewhere outside. It's external. It's like you might wake up one day and feel this bolt of understanding or like desire to suddenly do something new, and it comes from right in the soul of your creative source. It's been awakened. And when that happens, so much can change, and especially so much can grow. So you might find your inspiration to become a different person, right next to this, to change all those habits or to fight them, to become strong or to become more courageous or to become more activated. These will all take charge when that Ace of Rods is in. It's a great card for empowerment, new ideas and creativity, and it can often be associated with new career perspectives as well. So some of you might be thinking of new businesses, or some of you are suddenly going to be offered new jobs, or you are finding yourselves looking for new jobs. Now the empathy is, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So again, sometimes when we get these creative surges or sources, we might limit our perspectives and go, oh, wow, I see this, I really want to go down that road. Have a broader horizon and a broader expanse. Remember that we only limit ourselves by our perception of what we think is the way forward. If we were more open, if we listened to more ideas, if we saw more opportunities, all of those things would broaden our perspective. And then we would see situations from different sides. And that also includes the emotional side as well. But I think the empathy card is talking to you about being more able to be open and seeing lots of perspectives, ones that you least expect or that you didn't think you would be connected to, because that's what it's saying. It's saying that you can see more sides of this through the creative energies if you open your eyes, and if you do give that feeling of empathy, because that allows more connection to the ideas or thoughts or creativeness that could be being projected to you or offered to you. We come next to the Eight of Cups, and we see that person walking away and a little bit of sadness involved. So oftentimes I think of this card when people have been invested in something that was very dear and special to them, and that it held a place of heart, love and connection. And then you seem to go, oh, it's just not right. There's something unbalanced about it again. So we've got a degree of this reading really talking to you guys about bringing balance back into your life. And I think balance with that double number, which is a nice balanced colour and sphere and energy and the number itself. And we have the unbalanced here and we have unbalanced here, because there are 5 cups on the bottom and 3 on the top. So it tells you something in your life that you were passionately involved in wasn't quite balanced. Now sometimes this can be relationships that you might feel the need to move away from. These can be personal one-on-one romantic relationships, but for some of you there's more than one involved. This number 8, the 2 8s, there's something about 8 people or 8 weeks or the 8th month or 8 years. Who knows, but you're walking away from something that you had been very connected to that just wasn't cutting the mustard in the end. I also look up here at the clear message of this moon, and something around that eclipse time in February most likely had either started this process or had been a catalyst in taking it to the next point of movement. Now we see down here categorically the word relationships, so it is connected to people or relationships possibly. That was my first feeling. But it says here, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Now how beautiful is that card, because we see it attached to this one and he's walking away. So where's he walking, everyone? He's walking to find those attracted to people who will serve his higher good. So don't feel the loss, feel the new beginnings. And how many of these have you got in this reading? They're there for you. You just need to really connect and look closely at the readings and understand the messages coming for you. If any of you are feeling this unbalance, like the devil has shown, or this loss, like this relationship card up here, and thinking that you're having to walk away from something that you've cherished or loved or spent time or energy or nourishment on, you don't. You will be finding things that serve you to your highest good as you move forward, and that is far more empowering than being in a situation where there is unbalance. So there we are, Virgo. I believe we have a very comprehensive and contemplative, thought-provoking reading for you guys to connect with. So let's put these cards away and see what the last card is going to be for you guys from this very active fairy deck. These are beautiful Doreen Virtue cards, and they're rather quick at activating the messages that come from them. Often these particular fairy type energies, they don't muck around. They're quite decisive. So let's see what is in store for you guys for your last message for March. Wow, even that is a nice card. Now that has come out at least twice, I think, and that is debt paid off. So lovely energy here. Everyone wants to receive a card that gives us a message like this, or to receive energies like that, and that's that beautiful purple energy up through the spiritual kind of essence end, the third eye and the crown chakra. But it brings us back down to the base chakra, right where our physical manifestation of life is, where our finances sector is. So debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. And wow, this is quite interesting. I'll just zoom that out a little bit again. The last reading that had the Devil card in it, this card also turned up. And I, in the end, came to a bit of a conclusion that the Devil card could have been suggesting that some form of the monetary system in our lives were out of control or unbalanced. And that could also be where this message from the Devil was coming, because it is just about unbalance. Now, I think there's a certain planetary alignment around at the moment that I think it could be Lilith, Black Lilith, or one of the other minor planets that are really surging. And these are all the hidden stuff, things that I said earlier, that we put in cupboards and we try to hide from. But they need addressing. And it's almost as if right now all this purging stuff is coming out to be addressed by us so that we can rebalance things. But I think to receive that card, debt paid off, is really great. It's positive energy for you guys, suggesting that you're either making contractual obligations yourself to get this debt paid off and you're on the road to recovery, or there is something coming in for you beneficial that is allowing you to re-establish positivity in your financial sector. You know, the debt may have been from something like a mortgage or a loan, or you may have purchased something that was beyond expectations or your financial ability. And so now that is coming back into balance and harmony for whatever reason. It could be that you receive some money, unexpected money, or an increase somehow in finances that can go towards paying the debt off. You might have re-established ties with someone that can cohesively help debt payment be managed one way or another. This could be a partnership alliance, or someone coming into your life who can support a debt or help it be managed in a better way. There is the possibility that your own financial situation with wages, or if you own your own business, there is an increase here or a better flow. It's like the universe is creating some sort of open flow for you guys that will enable you to take this jump and rebalance anything that was out of balance in your financial sectors. Now remember too, don't expect this to just happen overnight, and it won't necessarily be for just overnight. This has more of a long-term feel involved in it. So if there is debt that is required to be paid off, this could be the beginning of the payment. This could be the beginning of the restructuring of it. So this will move forward. It will be a message that is taking you forward as the year progresses as well. So really, really nice reading for you guys, and that's a wonderful way to finish off. I hope you thoroughly enjoy this reading, Virgo, because I think it's one of the better ones that we've had so far for the astrological signs for March. But I think this is also a really, really good one for you guys for March. It's probably been one of your better ones in a while too. So enjoy all this positive energy, enjoy all these really deep messages that came, and connect with them and have some happy adventure in your life, that card on the left, and enjoy some sort of reparation with your finances. So thank you all again for listening. It is a great pleasure to be able to bring you these readings. I really appreciate you subbing and liking and also leaving your comments. I love them. Okay guys, have a wonderful adventure-filled March. Much love. Namaste.